Good morning, Boker Tov. Wonderful to see everyone coming in on this Tuesday morning. And please do share a greeting with others who are here with us this morning as we come together to say Boker Tov. Welcome to Boker Tov from Temple Sinai. I'm Rabbi Michael Dolgan, and it's a pleasure to be with you this morning to connect, to reflect, and to remember. Good morning, Sandra and Annette and Anita and Sean and Alan. It's wonderful to see everyone here this morning and to have this opportunity on this Tuesday morning to start our day in a way that gives us a chance to have a bigger perspective and not just race through the day. Good morning, Joni. This morning we'll also have words from friend and writer Rich Orlov. Good morning, Franklin. Good morning, Seymour. It's a beautiful day, and I hope wherever you are, it's a beautiful day in many ways, whether it is visually or not. The fact that we're here together makes it a beautiful day. Please join me in the translation of Asher Yatzar, and then we'll continue in the Hebrew and English prayer for the soul. Blessed eternal God, creator of the universe, you have fashioned our bodies with wisdom, creating within us a finely balanced network. To stand before you in prayer is itself a fragile miracle. Eternal God, we praise you as the healer of body and spirit. Join me in letting that breath out so that we have room to be inspired, literally, to have the Spirit come in. Elohai neshama shenatata bi Torah hi, et havrata, et hayitzarta, et hanefachta bi, v'ata meshamra b'kirbi. Kol zman shahanshama b'kirbi modeh ani lefanecha. Adonai Elohai v'Elohei avotai, Ribon kol ha'ma'asim, Adon kol ha'neshamot. Baruch atah Adonai, asher b'yado nefesh kol chai, v'ruach kol b'sar ish. The soul that you have given me, O God, is a pure one. You have created and formed it, breathed it into me, and within me you sustain it. So long as my soul is within me, I will give thanks to you, eternal my God and God of my ancestors, source of all creation, sovereign of all souls. We praise you, eternal God, in whose hand is the power of all life and the spirit of all flesh. And let's join together, La'asok b'divrei Torah. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah. Va'arev na Adonai Eloheinu et divrei Toratcha b'finu ובפי עמך בית ישראל, ונהיה אנחנו וצאצאינו, וצאצאי עמך בית ישראל, כולנו יודעי שמך, ולומדי תורתך לשמה. ברוך אתה, אדוני, המלמד תורה לעמו ישראל. אלו דברים שאין להם שיעור. These are the obligations whose value cannot be measured. They nourish us in this world and help us to create the world to come. Kibud Avaim, to honor fathers and mothers. Ugmelut Chasadim, to perform acts of love and kindness. Vashkamat Bet Midrash Shacharit Ve'arvit, to attend the house of study morning and evening. Vachnasat Ochim, to welcome the stranger. Uviku Cholim, to visit the sick. Vahachnasat Kala, to provide for brides and grooms. Ulvayat Hamet, to keep faith with the dead. Viyun Tfilah, to pray with sincerity. V'hava'at shalom ben adam l'chavero, to make peace when there is strife. V'talmud Torah keneged kulam, and the study of Torah is equal to them all. Well, let's continue with acknowledging the power of words to create our sense of place, our home in the world. And let's make it a place of gratitude, joining in Mizmor LeTodah, Psalm 100, a psalm of gratitude. Baruch she'amar v'haya ha'olam. Blessed is the one who speaks that we might listen. Blessed is the one who acts that we might be witnesses. Baruch hu u'baruch shemo. Blessed is the one who decides that we might accept. Blessed is the one who has mercy that we might live. Baruch she'amar v'haya ha'olam. Blessed is the one who removes the darkness that we might see. Blessed is the one who lives forever that we might believe. Blessed is the one who saves and delivers, that we might be redeemed. Mizmor L'Todah, a psalm of gratitude. Let all the earth sing to the eternal, find joy in service of the sacred. May every word lead one to encounter the divine presence. May we sense the Holy One within us and in all creation, discover sacred purpose in every moment. The Eternal is our infinitely capable Creator. God forms our purpose and potential. Enter the gates with gratitude. Bring praise and thanks and bless the divine name. The divine love of the Eternal allows us to find good in everything and strengthens the faith of each generation. Our generation is really called upon not to have faith, meaning some blank acceptance, but rather to demonstrate faith, to show that just as our ancestors increased unity in the world and in the part of the world around them, so we can and must do the same. So let us join together in Shema Yisrael, these words that call upon us to live up to the name Yisrael, the historical name of the Jewish people. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך. וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. ויאמר אדוני אל משה לאמור, דבר אל בני ישראל, ואמרת עליהם, ויעשו להם ציצית על כנפי בגדיהם לדורותם, ונתנו על ציצית הכנף בתיל תכלת. והיה לכם לציצית, וראיתם אותו, וזכרתם את כל מצוות אדוני, ועשיתם אותם, ולא תטורו אחרי לבבכם, ואחרי עיניכם, אשר אתם זונים אחריהם, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אדוני אלוהיכם, אמת. Well, it is a significant challenge for us to understand and live up to the name Yisrael, to what it represents. We'll reach an explanation of the name in a few Torah portions from now. But it is our name at all times. That's why in the morning blessings, it says, Asani Yisrael, God has made me one who's part of that larger people, that name, Yisrael. And in many ways, it's understood as grappling or wrestling with God. And so this morning, I want to share a poem written by Rich Orloff about that very idea, about not some historical need to fit into a given spiritual box, but rather the challenge of taking on the task of grappling with the spiritual in the world, of grappling with the divine. Let's share the poem, and then I'll share a few words or thoughts about its specific phrases, and then we'll go back and share it again. The psalm about grappling. Grapple with me, says God. I do not ask you to believe in me, or extol me, or worship me. These are orders humans have decreed. But grapple with me. Would you feel you lived if you had never seen the color blue and you had a chance? Would you feel you lived if you had never heard music and you had a chance? I offer you this opportunity to grapple with me. And if you don't know how to start, ask questions. What are my dimensions? Where do I reside? What are my office hours? Ask patiently, then ask again. Ask a third time just for fun. Ask a fourth time just in case, and a fifth time. So asking can become a habit. Please grapple with me. I may not provide the answers you wish for, but if you let me, I will show you the colors and sounds you've missed. I really appreciate in this poem the way in which Rich, in writing it, molded the ideas of grappling with God, of asking questions, not of asking questions waiting for an answer, but of developing the habit of curious questioning. That we don't need the perfect questions to begin with. We don't need to have deep spiritual knowledge to reach out for the divine. We just need to start, even with questions that may not be the important questions to lead to, but may simply be those questions that enable us to cultivate the life of questioning, of curiosity, of opening up and asking about the meaning of our world, so that we might then have the opportunity to not believe in God or pray or worship God, but rather to have a relationship with the divine. A psalm about grappling. Grapple with me, says God. I do not ask you to believe in me or extol me or worship me. These are orders humans have decreed. But grapple with me. Would you feel you lived if you had never seen the color blue and you had a chance? Would you feel you lived if you had never heard music and you had a chance? I offer you this opportunity to grapple with me. And if you don't know how to start, ask questions. What are my dimensions? Where do I reside? What are my office hours? Ask patiently, then ask again. Ask a third time just for fun. Ask a fourth time just in case. Ask a fifth time so asking can become a habit. Please grapple with me. I may not provide the answers you wish for, but if you let me, I will show you the colors and sounds you've missed. We do have a chance to experience the divine, and a chance to do so through our experience of being one with others, of being part of relationships and understandings and responsibilities and covenants of Brit, of being part of a people. And so for our people, for the five that remain in Gaza, held and refuse to be provided and acknowledged and united with their families, and for all in our people who are in difficulty and distress, we join in the prayer, Achenu, Achiotenu. Achenu, Achiotenu, Kol Bet Yisrael, הנתונים בצרה ובשביה, העומדים בין בים ובין ביבשה, המקום ירחם עליהם, ויוציאם מצרה לרווחה, ומאפלה לאורה, ומשעבוד לגאולה, השתה בעגלה, ובזמן קריב ונאמר, Amen. Our brothers and sisters, the whole house of Israel, who are in distress and captivity, who wander over sea and over land, may God have mercy on them and bring them from distress to comfort, from darkness to light, from slavery to redemption, now, swiftly, and soon. And let us say, Amen. I think of our brothers and sisters in the land of Israel, and today in particular, I think of our brothers and sisters in New York City. Today is the mayoral election, the likely lead and elected candidate of whom is deeply and profoundly anti-Zionist, and in demonstration in that way, anti-Semitic. And so I pray that there might be a good result, or that beyond today, even if the election does not go in a way that's good for our people, that they can continue to speak out and to create a world in really the largest diaspora Jewish community, where Jews feel safe and free to be a people and to be who we are. They are safer, not less safe, because of the existence of Israel and the IDF. So we continue with our prayer for the soldiers of the IDF. מי שברך אבותינו אברהם יצחק ויעקב ואמותינו שרה רבקה לאה ורחל הוא יברך את חיילי צבא ההגנה לישראל ושאר מגיני עמנו העומדים על משמרתם. ישמרם הקדוש ברוך הוא ויצילם מכל צרה וצוקה ומכל נגע ומחלה וישלח ברכה בכל מעשה ידיהם ויקוים בהם הכתוב וכיתתו חרבותיהם לעתים וחניתותיהם למזמרות לא יישאו גוי לגוי חרב לא ימדון עוד מלחמה וישבו איש תחת גפנו ותחת תאנתו ואין מחריד ונאמר אמן. May the one who blessed our ancestors bless the soldiers of the IDF and all who stand in guard for us. May the Holy One guard them against all difficulty and distress, injury, and illness. May all of their actions bring blessing, fulfilling the prophet's words. Let them beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Let nation not lift up sword against nation, and may they learn war no more. May all sit under a vine or fig tree, with none to make them afraid, and together we say, Amen. We continue with our prayer for those in need of strength and healing. And so for the names given to me, given to Temple, for the names placed in the chat and this and other services, for all of those who are in hospital, whether struggling to turn things in a positive way or trying to make the most of later moments in life. For all those who are in pain or discomfort or suffering, for each of them and all of them, those recovering from injury received in so many different ways. We turn to these words of refuah. מי שברך אבותינו אברהם יצחק ויעקב ואמותינו שרה רבקה לאה ורחל הוא ירפא את כל מכותינו. יהי רצון מלפניך אדוני אלוהינו להחלימם ולרפאותם וישלח לנו מהרה רפואה שלמה ועטרת שלום ונאמר אמן. May the one who blessed our ancestors bless and heal all who suffer. May it be the divine will to provide healing and strength. Reveal to us the holiness of life, the wholeness of shalom, and together we say, Amen. Well, we pause today to connect and to reflect, and now to remember, recalling those who died in recent days and weeks, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have taken into our hearts with our own. During these last 30 days, we extend our condolences to the families of Michael Lee, Eloise Wirtz, Sheila Rose, Estelle Waldman, Jack Holtzman, Merle Snyder. We also remember all victims of war and terror, including terror victims Melvin Kravitz and Adrian Dalby, and those IDF soldiers whose lives have been lost in these past 30 days, Itai Yavetz, Michael Mordechai Nachmani, Shmuel Gad Rachamim, Yona Ephraim Feldbaum. And on Yahrzeit, on the anniversary of their deaths, on this 13th of Cheshvan, the 4th of November, 2025, we honor the life and legacy on Yahrzeit of Gerald Bumwald, Sadie Brodkin, Gertrude Bromberg, Lucille Dick, Ethel Donker, Harold Glass, Bernard Kay, William Martin, Kinda Peekov, Ruth Rosen, Bertha Schreiber, Jules Shinen, Jack Soroka. Zichronam livracha. May their memories be a blessing to us. Our griefs and our sympathies are mingled as we turn together to words sanctified by memory, words glorified by hope, joining together in the words of Kaddish. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברך ורעותה וימליך מלכותה, בחייכון וביומכון, ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב עמו, אמן. יהא שמי רבה מבורך לעלם ולעלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, תמירן ועלמה ועמו, אמן. יהא שלמה רבה מן שמיה וחיים, עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו, אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו, amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and bring comfort and strength to all who remember. And together we say, amen. I hope today is a powerful day to remember and connect and reflect, and that today it would be good if we received good news for our people. Each day we look for that good news, and we stand, whatever